An engine seizing up can ruin parts and ruin your day. However, what causes it, and is there any chance of repair? Discover the signs of an engine that is seizing up so you can identify issues early on and possibly prevent your engine from suffering irreversible damage. But just before we jump to the signs and causes of seized engine, please make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Oil light on. Your engine's parts locking up will prevent oil from flowing freely. Once this occurs, your engine control unit will detect a problem with the oil flow right away. The device will then turn on the dashboard's engine oil warning light. You might see either or both of these warning lights illuminate because some cars share them with the check engine light. Knocking sounds. The piston rod knocks against the crankshaft when an engine seizes. There will be frequent knocking noises as a result of this. If you don't take quick action to solve the issue, the sounds will only get worse and louder. Poor acceleration. It is not possible to drive a car with a seizing engine and remain safe. You should anticipate a significant decrease in your engine's performance when it starts to seize. This implies that you most likely won't accelerate your car as quickly as you usually would each time you press the gas pedal. You might not even be able to increase your speed. Your car will eventually reach a point where the engine becomes so locked that it simply stops working. Causes. Inadequate lubrication. Inadequate lubrication is a primary cause of engine seizing. Oil must always be available to the engine's parts, including the crankshaft, cylinder walls, and piston, in order to reduce friction and avoid overheating. Your engine may seize if the oil filter becomes clogged or if your engine runs low on oil. This will increase friction between the moving parts and cause them to grind together. When it comes to maintaining your car, checking your oil level on a regular basis and changing the oil filter when needed are two of the most crucial tasks. The metal components of an engine expand due to overheating, which can result in friction and damage to the cylinder walls, piston rings, and pistons. Certain components can actually fuse or weld together if there is enough heat and friction. This will ultimately result in the engine seizing. Overheating and engine seizures can be avoided by checking that your cooling system is operating properly and keeping the coolant levels at the right levels. Water and hydrolocking. Another thing that can make an engine seize is water intrusion. A problem known as hydrolocking can occur when water enters the engine through the air intake or an internal leak. A hydrolocked engine results from the presence of water in the cylinders, which stops the pistons from moving because water cannot be compressed like air and fuel can. Hydrolocking can cause significant harm to engine parts, such as bent connecting rods or a cracked engine block, in contrast to vapor lock, which can be fixed by letting the engine cool down. Drive carefully through standing water to prevent hydrolocking your engine, and check your intake valves and seals frequently for leaks or damage. Furthermore, remember to maintain regular maintenance, which includes doing engine inspections and spark plug changes on a regular basis. Overheating and heat damage. An additional frequent reason for engine seizures is overheating. A number of things can cause an engine to overheat, such as low coolant levels, cooling system problem, or extremely high temperatures. Locked up engine versus seized engine. Despite the frequent confusion between these two terms, they have distinct meanings. Even though they might produce some of the same symptoms, the cost of repair can vary greatly. When an engine is physically stopped from turning, like by a bent or broken part, the engine is said to be locked up. The engine can be fixed so that it can run again, even though it might not be able to rotate right now. Conversely, a seized engine happens when major internal damage happens, like when bearings fuse with the crankshaft or when pistons seize inside the cylinders. In contrast to a locked engine, a seized engine usually arises from overheating or a lack of lubrication, and it is more difficult and costly to repair. Can you fix a seized engine? When a mechanic declares an engine to be seized, the owner of the vehicle is sadly left with few options. The internal damage will probably be severe enough that replacing the engine will be advised or required in most cases. Rebuilding an engine is usually more expensive than replacing it entirely, even though it may be possible to fix damaged parts and have the engine block fixed at a machine shop. Certain high-performance or uncommon engines would be the exception, and they will cost a lot no matter which path you choose. On the other hand, the car may sometimes lock up because it has been left outside and parked for an extended period of time. You might be able to salvage the engine in these circumstances. This is the reason it's so crucial to work with a reliable mechanic. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.